Hi, my name is Laura McWhorter. I'm a felt artist and a fiber artist in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm here in my studio at the Harpeth Art Center in Pegram, Tennessee, which is outside Nashville. Today I'm going to demonstrate, starting with handmade pre-felts, how to create a Nuno felt scarf with silk chiffon and merino wool. So follow along with me and enjoy, and if you don't have pre-felts, I will have a video up shortly on how to make pre-felts. Thanks. Okay, in this part of this video I'm going to show you how I cut out spirals to go on my spiral chiffon scarves. This is a pre-felt that I've made that has black, white, gray, and then white silk on it. And what I usually do is make narrow strips, cut squares out, and then cut the spirals. So I'm just going to demonstrate it, and hopefully it'll make sense. I'm going to make the spirals. The spirals actually open up when I put them on the scarf, so I can cut out fairly small squares and still get good sized spirals when I put them on the scarf. So I'm going to do this in thirds just to give myself a nice straight line to cut. My high-tech ironing board, a towel folded up on my work surface, but it works. You can see that this pre-felt was made from a thin layer of gray merino bat that I have, and so one side is just plain gray and the other side has all the color work on it. So I just press it enough to get a crease that I can see for my cutting lines, like that. And then, turn that off. Then I'll just open it up, cut my strips, and then actually stack the strips, cut squares, and then stack 2 or 3 squares together to cut the spirals out, just to save time a little bit. So we'll come back here when I get done cutting strips, and we'll go to cutting spirals. Okay, so now I'm just to the end of cutting out my little squares. Sometimes I end up with a nice even number, sometimes I end up with a weird leftover like that, but I'll figure out something to do with that later. Now I've got 3 layers here, but I'm going to cut them out together to get my spirals. And I want cut edges all the way around because the cut edges have lots of ends that we work through the fabric really well. So I'm going to try and stay off the end where the edge of the pre-felt doesn't have a lot of cut ends. But all I do is cut a spiral freehand, and then I'll go back and I'll trim the points off. I don't have to trim the points off, I just like my spirals non-pointy. If you like pointy spirals, it's not necessary. Of course, you can do any shape this way. I just find spirals to be a nice symbol, and I like using them in all kinds of stuff. So once I cut that out, I have a spiral. Well, I have 3 spirals that are partially felted and can go on my silk scarf. So I'm going to cut out the rest of my stack of spirals, and then I'll show you layout. I have enough spirals here to do 2 scarves on both sides, so I can kind of semi-mass produce these spiral scarves.